morning and welcome to Wholesome Roots. Well, after yesterday's sad vlog, I'm feeling a lot better. All of your kind words really helped me feel better. And I just made myself determined that I was gonna make the best of the situation and be happy. So I pulled myself up and dried my tears, and I decided I was going to take advantage of what I do have here with me. And that was that I wanted to spend some time with my eldest son, just him and I. After seeing Vivian go off to her new life as an adult, I started realizing that I took the time that we had together for granted, and that there's no time given. You don't know how long you have with anybody. And with your children, it's definitely limited. They are gonna grow up, despite the fact that we don't want them to, and they are gonna move on and do their own thing, usually. So I said, Dalton, let's go for a coffee date. And he was like, huh? 16-year-old boy wondering what mom's up to. So we did. We didn't go for coffee. He said, how about bubble tea? There's an Oriental marketplace in town that has great bubble tea. If you don't know what that is, it's all different kinds of different beverages with tapioca balls in them. So it's kind of weird if you have texture issues, but I love bubble tea. We actually make some at home ourselves because we bought the tapioca balls that they sell there at the marketplace, and you just boil them up and add them to whatever smoothie or beverage you're having. A lot of people use tea or coffee as a bubble tea, but there's also a lot of fruit flavors too. So anyway, off topic here, totally sidetracked. So the boy and I went for a mommy Sunday, and it was really nice, and like we talked, you know, it was good to get out of the house. I had a little bit of cabin fever with all this rain and the fact that I'm always stuck at home with the little ones. It makes it hard too. And so Dalton and I, just the two of us, and the boys stayed with Dad, and we just had a good time. And we got to talk about things that we don't normally get to talk about, and just enjoy each other. So that really helped me feel better. And then last night I got the opportunity to go and hang out with one of my girlfriends for a little bit. So 2 good little breaks, very short breaks, but 2 of them in one day made a world of difference. And I feel so much better now, and I feel like I just need to keep my chin up and keep moving forward, one foot in front of the other. Of course, I'm still wondering how am I gonna get on top of this gardening. It's a hot mess. There are so many weeds, but it's growing, so that's good. Even if the weeds are growing faster than the plants, that's to be expected, I guess. But if I could just get in here and get a little bit more cleaned up, I'll show you what I found when I was cleaning that got deleted off the video the other day. So let me show you. Look at this. There is ginger coming up. This is all the ginger. All of these stalks. These are all ginger coming up underneath the plants. And they are just all in here doing well. You see them? You can see just like the stems of them there coming up under the kale. So I'm trying to get the larger weeds pulled out from underneath the kale. Not worried so much about this little tiny weed because it's not really in my way. So we've got cucumbers over here that are about to invade. And I guess I'm just gonna have to kind of let the cucumbers invade because I didn't trellis them. And you can't re-trellis cucumbers like you can tomatoes. They'll break and you'll fail miserably. But we will be having cucumbers here pretty soon. The corn is getting tall, and we've got some cucumbers that are crawling up it. We've got a bed of weeds, literally. That's all weeds, unfortunately. In between the 2 sections of corn are some very noxious, horrible weeds. I tried to get in there and cut some of it out, at least keep it from blooming. And I was gonna have Ryan mow and weed eat all of this, but this is as far as he got because the lawnmower and weed eaters, both of them, were not working. I don't know what it was about that day when we were trying to get out here and work, but he got that much done with the weed eater. So he got this row cleaned up so that I can plant it, but I'm gonna have to throw the mulch over the top of it to keep those weeds from growing again. But as you can see, despite the weeds, we do have some squash. These big ones here, these are squash coming up in between the weeds. Not as many as I planted, so that's kind of a disappointment. But there's some here, and then there's some down at the end of the row here. A couple of volunteer tomato plants here, I didn't plant those. And some squash here, that looks like it might be a zucchini with a darker leaf. And some more squash here. So we're doing good, and it looks like the watermelon is coming out of the weeds and headed that way. That's what I wanted it to do, is grow out along this area. So that'll be good. We'll have some watermelon hopefully. This is really weedy garden, but we're making do. We've got caterpillars just all over everything. So all of our kale and broccoli and cabbage is just ruined because I wasn't here to apply the BT at the time that it needed to be. But that's okay. If we can just get our lawnmower and weed eater take care of all of this, I'll plant this with some late crops. But it's all a matter of time, and time is the one thing I don't have enough of. So I'm gonna go and milk my goats now. Sorry for babbling on, but we'll keep you updated with how we progress here in the garden. Okay, I just wanted to share my humor this morning. I was just finished milking Peanut here. She's an alpine, and my alpines all have this longer hair across the top. You see that? It's like this mohawk. And then she's got these sassy pants, big hairs that grow on her hind legs. And I'm always petting my goats and brushing on them. And I was like, wow, your hair is really coming in soft this year. And then I was like, oh, except for this part. So I am wondering, I'm asking your advice. Should we go with some dreads? What do you think? Some dreadlocks? Or do you think I should just shave this hairy beast and let it regrow? I don't think taking a brush to it is gonna work at this point. It's pretty ratted. And I didn't even notice it. It was just all underneath. You see, it's like dreadlocks. We could do dreadlocks. That could look pretty cool. Do you want to be a reggae goat? Do you? What do you think? Huh? Peanut, what do you want? You want to be a reggae goat? Huh? She's like, no, you're not funny, Mom. Let me just eat my food. So I think maybe we need to get the clippers out and shave her down. Except I need new clipper blades, and I keep forgetting to order it. And I don't know, I don't want to order the wrong size, so that's why I keep putting it off, because I need to make sure that I'm ordering the right ones. So I need to follow up with that. I'm really bad about following up on things. I like think of them and I put them on my to-do list, and then I forget to do them. And I got something else to tell you about that I have forgotten to do that I didn't follow up with. Rose, what am I gonna do with you? Alright, so speaking of things that I don't follow through with and lose track of, if you guys watched the vlog where I was picking elderflowers so that Ryan could make me some elder wine, I kind of put them in a bag in the fridge and forgot about them. Well, he forgot about them. We both forgot about them. So I noticed that my elderberry bush is not only setting fruit on the flowers that I did not pick, but it's setting new blooms, which I've never seen it do before. So I'm going to take advantage of this. Now those berries have already started being picked off by birds, and they're not even red yet. So I know I'm not gonna see any of the berries. So I'm gonna go ahead and harvest the flowers that have rebloomed on here so that I can make at least a small batch of elderflower wine, because who doesn't want that? And if I can't do wine, I'll do champagne or elixir or tonic or syrup or something, because I love some elderflower flavor. It's delicious. That were up high that I couldn't reach. I didn't bring my small pruners with me, but it turned out okay because I needed the long pruners for reaching up to the higher blooms. So I'm hoping maybe a few more of these are going to open in the next couple of days. And I think what I'm going to do this time is freeze these flowers. That way I can't waste them. They will still be in the freezer and able to be used, and I can add to them if we have some more blooms come out. So here's the goats. Here's the round pen. That's the elderberry bush. And as I'm walking by, what do I spy with my little eye? Chanterelles that we didn't even know grew over here. Now these look like they've been had by the bugs already. Possibly. Oh no, they look pretty good. A roly-poly, but they don't eat much. So I'm gonna go ahead and harvest a few chanterelles to add to our chanterelles.
But winds are really strong, right?
Yes, wind is very strong. Come on, Liam. Okay, so Ryan's at work today, and I thought I was gonna have an easy day, but he just texted me and said that we have an order. So I'm headed down to the garden with the boys so that we can collect some kale and beets for a chef that we know. So we are excited about that. That's always a good thing when we have an order placed for veggies. So I'm gonna go pick out our best, primest, perfectest ones. Whoo, y'all, it is hot out here. I hope I'm not wasting my time. I started cutting some kale, and it is way more pest damage than I realized. And I know this chef, and I know he is not a fan of pest damage on his food. So I'm trying to pick the best ones and hope that he understands that organic food comes with pest damage, right? Yeah, hopefully. So anyway, but I'm stripping these kale plants almost bald because the younger leaves are the ones that are looking less skeletonized. So this has already been picked, and now I'm working on this section here. It doesn't look bad from a distance like this, but you come up close and let's see, that's a leaf I threw down. Yuck. I mean, it's not yuck, it means it's really yummy, but most customers don't want to see that. They don't understand that organic means there's gonna be damage. Y'all, gardening with two little boys is so difficult, but it has so many rewards.
Ready.
All this got harvested while they were being good, and they were continuing to be good.
Look.
But Rowan, what happened to your toe?
It got sting, and then when I take it in my earth sandal off, it's all burned now.
You got stung. So how did mommy have to carry you up to the house?
On your back.
That's right. And who got jealous about the back ride?
Liam.
And he made mommy carry him on the back too.
And I just put some more inside a gummo machine and some weeds, and I just put the wood back on, and then I just did that. See?
Yeah. What are you making in there?
Just leaving there.
Oh, okay. Alright, we better get these vegetables inside and get them washed off for the chef.
Okay. Thumbs up if you like this cool thing.
Yeah, thumbs up, huh? It's so hot and sweaty out here. We go inside now.
Yeah.
Look at that. We have some serious root development on our willow. So these beautiful willow are part of a collaboration with Willow Creek Homestead. We sent them some plants and they sent us some plants and we're each trying them out. This one doesn't look like it's made it quite. Probably not, but the rest of them look like they're doing well. Even this one that looks dead on top has got growth down on the bottom. I don't know if you can see it down there. So we're doing good. And they're all needing to go in the ground. So I should probably do that soon. But thank you to Willow Creek Homestead for these beautiful curly willow. And if you haven't checked out their channel, please do so. I'll leave a link down below. Y'all, I'm hustling and bustling. I got my sink full of beets. I'm getting them all washed and prepped for the chef. Not like cut up prep, but like looking a little better than they do when you pull them out of the ground. And I got my tub full of kale, soaking all the worms off. So we're gonna get this order all together and have it nice and pretty and presentable for the chef. I'm feeling pretty good about that. So this will keep me busy probably for the rest of the day until it's time to head over to my friend's house for our Saturday dinner. And I hope that you guys have enjoyed watching today. Please like, share, comment down below, and subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll see you next time on Wholesome Roots.